The best and the worst from the NFL draft. And in this video, I'm just going to go through some of those teams that I thought had spectacular drafts and some of those teams that I thought had not so good drafts. So what we'll do is we'll start off at the very top. We'll start off with the teams that I thought had absolutely spectacular drafts and teams that I thought made themselves better. So let's start off at the top. Number one is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville definitely had one spectacular draft. Starting off with the 5th pick in the draft, they got one of the best athletes in this draft, which is Jalen Ramsey, the cornerback from Florida State. In the 2nd round, they got Miles Jack, who is a guy who there's a lot of people who are saying that he might not make it into the his second contract. But from everything that I've heard about Miles Jack, he's an absolutely spectacular linebacker from UCLA. In the 3rd round, they got Yannick Ngakoue, who is a defensive end, more bolstering on that defense. In the 4th round, they got Sheldon Day, a defensive tackle from Notre Dame. I heard great things about him. In the 6th round, they got Tyrone Holmes, a defensive end from Montana. They got Brandon Allen, the quarterback from Arkansas. And they got Jonathan Woodard, the defensive end from Central Arkansas. This is a football team that continues to get better. Remember, this team has already has some nice weapons. And then you add these pieces to it, and this Jacksonville Jaguar team is continuing to look like a Pro Bowl, to look like a playoff team. So who are some of the other teams? Let's go through some of the other teams that I thought had absolutely fabulous drafts. I guess the next one that I would have to say, the next team that I would have to say that had an absolutely fabulous draft to me, and I don't know how everybody else would feel about this. I'm going to say I'll go with my team. I'll go with the Miami Dolphins. I think we had a good draft. I think there was some opportunities to do more, but one, you get Laramie Tunsil, who was regarded as the best player in the draft. 2, you get Xavier Howard, which is a cornerback that we need. And the 3rd, we get Kenyon Drake. Now, then it starts getting dicey a little bit because we take Carew, a wide receiver who we really didn't need. And then we take Jakeem Grant right behind him, another wide receiver. Jordan Lucas, which, I mean, if he pans out, he plays both corner and safety. I've heard some good things about him. Brandon Doughty's another waste pick. And then we take Thomas Duarte, who's a tight end / wide receivers, who we can definitely use. So we got better on offense. There were still some things that we could have done on the defensive side of the ball, but I will say that we definitely improved ourselves. Not like last year where we wasted high picks on players that we didn't need. And the 3rd team that I think really, really got better in the draft is the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo helped themselves a lot in this draft, starting off with Shaq Lawson, a defensive end. They got Reggie Ragland, a linebacker who I heard a lot about. Alfonso Washington, a defensive tackle from Ohio State. Then they went out and they got the big, strong-arm quarterback in Cardale Jones. I don't know how he's going to fit there in Buffalo, seeing that they already have a quarterback there. Then you have Jonathan Williams, the running back from Arkansas. Kobe Listenby, who I heard great things about. And Kevon Seymour, who's a cornerback from USC. So, a very good draft from one of our nemesis in the AFC. Now, you know what? Maybe I'll make this into a second video. Yes, that's what I will do. This is the best of the NFL draft. The teams that I thought made themselves better the most. My next video will be about the teams that I thought made themselves worse. I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.